Hi everyone, I'm Yue Huang. I'll present our work about the factors that influenced the adoption of information solutions during the COVID-19 pandemic. Numerous digital tools have been used worldwide to slow the spread of COVID-19. For instance, the most commonly discussed one is the contact tracing app, which has been employed in 71 countries. With the end goal of informing the future design of such tool to better contain the current and future pandemics, we conducted a study to explore the factors that influence people's adoption intention of 6 representative solutions. These solutions were selected based on their different tracking goals and the different types of information required from their users. The home quarantine app collects users' selfies and location data to promote social distancing and reduce the number of infections. The epidemiological investigation support system can verify the COVID-positive person's past activities. The system uses people's information such as their location data, credit card transaction history, and CCTV recordings. The contact tracing apps can let users know if they have been exposed to COVID. The centralized one requires users to provide their phone numbers to receive the exposure notifications through a call, while the decentralized app can automatically send the notification to users' phones. E-permit service asks for users' health status and trip information to enable them to travel while preventing the spreading of the virus. Information tracking of dine-in service allows customers to enjoy the dine-in service. It asks customers for their names, phone numbers, check-in and check-out time for the contact tracing purposes. To explore people's perceptions of these 6 solutions, we carried out semi-structured interviews with 44 participants in Canada. About the participants, we selected a diverse sample in terms of their age, occupation, education, and location. Now I will introduce the factors that we found out which can influence participants' willingness to adopt the solutions. Perceived benefits serve as motivation to adopt the solution. Participants perceive the solutions as providing benefits to themselves as individuals, benefits to society, or both. For instance, the home quarantine app is viewed as providing more societal benefits, while the e-permit service is perceived as bringing more individual benefits. We then identified 4 factors that were perceived to reduce the solution's individual benefits. First, perceived great efforts to obtain the individual benefits reduce participants' willingness to adopt the solution. For instance, requiring a permit with the e-permit service for every trip was perceived as too much hassle for participants. We therefore suggest that the effort required to use the solution should be minimized to make the solutions more appealing to potential users. Also, participants dislike the idea of having unqualified people, such as the restaurant staff, notifying them of possible exposures. Further, participants suspect that other people might provide false information to use the solution, such as lying about their health status to get on the plane. This misbehavior in turn was perceived as reducing participants' individual benefits. We therefore suggest ensuring users that the individual benefits of the solutions are actually provided, such as having a method to verify people's health status. It may ease people's concerns and attract new users. Some participants noted that being exposed does not mean being infected. Therefore, an exposure notification may impose an unnecessary psychological burden on exposed users and result in them having unnecessary quarantine. For instance, participant 20 disliked the decentralized contact tracing app and said, "I think it would cause a lot of alarm for some people, but you do not even know if the exposure is confirmed." We also identified 5 factors associated with participants' perceived societal benefits. First, several participants imagined that having the disease would be hard enough. Giving notifications through the contact tracing apps to the people that they had exposed would be a lot of burdens. Also, some solutions require many public resources, such as the police visiting people in quarantine whenever they fail to provide a selfie. This approach is considered a great cost that offsets the solution's societal benefits. Believing that others may be dishonest, participants showed interest in the solution that aided compliance enforcement. Some participants argued that some solutions were designed based on the assumption that people are irresponsible. So they cited being stigmatized as the main reason for not being willing to use the solution. Participants were hesitant to use the solutions that did not seem to provide any individual benefits. For instance, participant 15 questioned whether the contact tracing app would be useful to him because he took precautions whenever he's around other people. He said, "If my wife and I go out for a walk and there's someone coming, we would let them pass so that we don't come in within 6 feet." Based on the result, we suggest highlighting the overlooked societal benefits to attract new users. We categorize several factors as digital safety concerns. This category includes privacy and security concerns and other issues related to the digital considerations. First, participants were reluctant to share their private information, such as their location data. They also showed concerns regarding the data practice of the solution, such as the solution may collect more data than it claims to. And participants expressed many security concerns, such as being scammed through using the solution. Participants believe the home quarantine app and the e-permit service violate their human rights of freedom of movement and equality. For instance, participant 4 said the e-permit service can lead to discrimination, giving people labels like "you are okay to travel" and others are not. The last factor is the solution provider. This factor can motivate some participants to adopt the solution while discouraging others. For instance, some participants had faith in certain technology companies' ability to protect users' privacy, while others were concerned about the company's attempt to profit from users' personal data. We therefore suggest that solution providers present clear and precise information regarding the solution's data practice to the public. For example, people could be informed of which solution provider has access to the information users provide, the purpose of accessing users' information, and the retention of storing users' information. In summary, we discovered 3 main categories of the factors that influence participants' adoption intention of 6 information tracking solutions. We made corresponding suggestions that can potentially ease participants' concerns and attract new users. Thank you for your interest. I'm happy to answer any questions now.